So, okay, today in this week's vlog, we're going to read The No End House by Jeremy Bates. Picked this up at a grocery store. I have no idea what it's about. And The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. I heard this on a YouTube channel as a recommendation. I couldn't tell you what YouTube channel it was, but it sounded like it was up my alley. And it's relatively short. And then the third one is Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach. I'll be reading that one as well. I don't know what else we'll get into this vlog. Kids are returning back to school. I've got to get on some sort of a schedule. I'm just in the mood for horror because it's never too early in the year to start reading it. And I'll be reading that alongside my workbooks, which currently are 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm about that far into that. Shark Heart, a love story I'm reading for work as well. Just started that today. And then the Tarzan books are for work as well. I had not started those yet. Just came in the mail today. So that's what I'll be reading this vlog. And like I said, I don't know what else we're going to get into. Well, it's the next day, and I had my meeting with my composer last night. It went very well. We got a lot of work done on the play, and I just started reading Pen Pal. I had my oldest choose from the 3 books that I was going to read, and she chose Pen Pal to be my first one. And I'm only a few pages in, and I already am very surprised at how smooth the writing is. I'm very surprised. I don't know why, because it's not self-published. 1,000 Vultures. But the writing is very smooth, so I just wanted to report on that. And I'll be back when I have more to say about this. I just wanted to stop in and give you a little reading update on Pen Pal. About halfway through, and I am just pleased with this. I can't stop reading it. That's pretty much all I've done today is read this. But it's impressive. There's definitely a dread factor there, and the creep factor is definitely there. So basically we're following the history of a man as a child, and this idea of, I don't want to give anything away, this idea of a stalker as a child kind of thing. So the creep factor again is definitely there, and more so than a lot of the other horror books I've been reading lately. So that's a real treat. Yeah, and I'll be back when I finish it to give my final report. Sorry if you can hear my fan. It's pretty hot today. So it's next day. Let's figure out this camera here. Can't really read any of the books I got behind me, can you? Maybe I'll have to move closer. I don't know. But I just wanted to give you an update. I am almost done with Pen Pal. I've got that much left of Pen Pal. I really hope that it sticks the landing. There are parts of this that are a little bit confusing as to what time period we're in, because we kind of go all over the place, and what house we're in. But as of right now, we're sitting at a 4-star out of 5. So I really hope the landing sticks. Maybe we can bump that up a little bit, that 4-star. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. And then I went to Sam's Club and Target, and I got just a few things, just a few books. I got One Golden Summer at Sam's Club. I haven't heard anybody talking about it. It just sounded good. This one I got at Target, Dear Future Me. Again, I've not heard anybody talk about this, but it sounded good. And then the last one I got at Sam's Club is Binding 13, which I've heard around. This is a heavy book, which I've heard people talking about. And it is for an upcoming video, so that's fun. But all right, I'll be back when I finish Pen Pal to give you my final thoughts. All right, well, I finished Pen Pal, and I think I'm going to lower my rating to a 3.75. The ending was fine. It was fine. I'm going to keep this book. I'm not going to pass it along. If you have read this book and are looking for more, I strongly recommend The Shards by Bret Easton Ellis. I think that one will jiggle your fancy. But all right, I'm on to my next book. Hold on, which one is it? My youngest picked out of the other ones, out of the other 2 books for this vlog. Oh, you're a little cockeyed. Sorry. Is The Silent Companions. I don't know what it's about. I probably already went over that. But all right, I will come back with an update. All right, so I have started. Oh, hold on. I'm in the car, sorry. I'm covering the camera with my fingers. I've started The Silent Companions. And I'm sorry to report that I don't really have much to say about it. We've got a gothic kind of, I'm assuming it's going to continue to be a slow burn. Kind of creepiness going on. We're following an heiress to an estate. Everything goes to her, and our main character, our heiress, has seen the house, and that's kind of where we're at right now. The gentleman who left her everything just got buried. And I wanted to show you, I went to Barnes & Noble today. My husband bought me some books. They had a 50% off of a bunch of card covers. So I grabbed 2 of those. I grabbed Ashley Flowers' The Missing Half. I guess it's something about twin sisters who are looking for their twin sisters, and they team up together or something like that to try to solve this mystery. At least that's what I gained from reading the inside flap. And then Sing Like Fish, How Sound Rules Life Underwater. I've had this on my radar for quite some time, so probably since it came out. So I was very pleased to see that on the half off shelf. And then I got 2 other books. Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to get them out here. First one is, I don't buy much Stephen King, but I bought The Institute today because I want to watch the TV show. So, and we're coming up on spooky season, so what a better time. So, I don't know which way is forward and which way is backward on this one because it's a dual horror book. I'm assuming that this is the front because we've got the Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker there. So, these are 2, excuse me, these are 2 short stories back to back. So you read it, you flip it, and you read it again. So I just wanted to report that, and I'll check back in with you when I've read some more of The Silent Companions. All right, so I don't have an update on The Silent Companions, but I wanted to report that I finished Shark Heart for work, and this is a very depressing novel. I mean, you have to be in a mood where you can't let things affect you to read this one. I just wanted to let you know I finished it. This isn't really a review. It's just a workbook. And then in the mail, I got another book. I was at the doctor recently and she suggested reading a book, and they didn't have it at Barnes & Noble, so I ended up ordering it online, and that's The Stillwater Girls by Minka Kent. She said that this is pretty horrifying. On the back, the little statement is, they were raised to fear everything in the world, especially the truth. So, I don't know, it looks like a thriller horror. On here it says a thriller, but we'll see. The rest of the cover looks like a horror cover. So, we'll see. I hope to read this before I go back to her in December, so I can report on my thoughts. But I will come back with a report on the Silent Companions. I don't know if I'm going to come back and report on anything until the end, but we'll see. If something comes up where I have to report it, I'll let you know. But, alright, that's where we're at this time. Well, I report back to you with some bad news. I am going to go ahead and DNF the Silent Companions. I am going to toss this into a little free library here in town. It just wasn't picking up as I wanted it to. If you are into really slow burns and you want a gothic story, maybe this will be something that you would enjoy. But for me, it's just not for me. There's nothing wrong with the writing. It's just not for me. So I'm going to go ahead and DNF this and pick up the final book for the vlog, The No End House. So I will report back when I have more to say. Here on the back it says this involves a haunted house challenge. And our main character is reluctant to go at first, but ends up going, I think. But I will check in here shortly. I just wanted to check in and let you know that I did start The No End House. We're following a gentleman and a woman that this gentleman just met. This gentleman is out basically walking the world and living in that lifestyle, and he stays in a hostel one night and meets this woman, and this woman is there in this area that the gentleman is on business, and they've heard some backpackers, they overheard some backpackers talking about the No End House, and how you can get a reward of like $5,000 if you complete this haunted house. So, of course, the woman is turned on by that and eventually talks the gentleman into going with her to this haunted house. And that's only in that first little bit. So, it is already definitely horror forward, and I'm very excited to continue reading this. You could easily read this in a day. And I also wanted to report that this came in, The Amazing Spider-Man. It's the first comic, came in for work. And then I got this other book, I Contain Multitudes, The Microbes Within Us, and A Grander View of Life. Nonfiction here. When I seen this, I thought of my dad, and I thought that maybe after I'm finished reading it, he would be interested in reading it. So that's why I got that. And I'm going to start reading that probably tomorrow. But I just wanted to do a quick check-in, and I'll be back when I get further into The No End House. Alright, so I finished The No End House by Jeremy Bates, and I really, really enjoyed this. I'm sorry I didn't update you midway through or anything like that. I was just reading. This is very much a horror forward, like I said earlier. It's just a good time for any horror fan. And I will be looking out for Jeremy Bates' name moving forward. If anybody knows anything else by him, please let me know. And I'll probably end up picking it up. But that rounds out this vlog, and I will be with you again here in a couple weeks with another vlog, reading dark books. And please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.